despite the violent conditions of her death, which should have strengthened the desired tendency. Lara remains silent. At this point, further research on lamps enabling contact with the dead seem entirely useless for my purposes. Okay then. Horse blinders. A lot of really random loot in this place. I wonder what would have happened if we would have gotten the order wrong. The music got both really peaceful and really mournful, whatever the word is.
We going? Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me?
Alright.
At last. But it was worth it, right? You learned something about Ciri in the end. Something important. Do you intend to venture into Crookback Bog? You must tell me about it afterwards.
Don't know that I'll get the chance.
Geralt, there are two types of men. Those who see opportunity and take advantage, and those who forge the opportunities themselves. I've always seen you as an example of the latter. Besides, I've a favor to ask you. So, visit me sometime?
Hmm. I mean, I can't make any promises, right?
I'll try.
In that case, I shall be waiting.
See ya, Kira.
She wants it so bad. Wonder if I... Thank you. Wonder if I could have followed her in there. Yep, it's a quest. Alright, cool, so I'll be able to track it whenever. And it's pretty early in the morning. Gosh, that was an ordeal. Alright, well. The matters, ladies of the wood. Oh, I have to read the book. Information found in the home of Hendrik, the Nilfgaardian agent, indicated Ciri had entered into conflict with some witch in Velen. At first, Geralt thought this witch was Kira Metz, but he later learned Hendrik had meant a different individual, one who dwelt in Crookback Bog. So the Witcher ventured into the swamps, determined to find his bog-dwelling witch and ask her about Ciri. Alright, let's see. I guess now is as good a time as I need to read the rest of these too. Oh gosh. Alright, I want to read all these. If you want to, like, skip ahead in the recording or whatever, that's on you, so I won't blame you. What exactly is the Elder Blood? According to some, it is a powerful elven curse passed from generation to generation. Those in whose veins the infamous Hen Iker flows are said to carry death and destruction within them, to sow hatred and disdain in the hearts of men. It was from this contaminated blood that Ithlin's prophecy prophesied an avenger would be born, a destroyer of nations and worlds. Others claim the Elder Blood is an extremely rare inherited talent, granting control over time and space to a degree unattainable even to elven sages. Sadly, few oh wait. Oh hey, like the kid in the first game, he could go through time, right? Sadly, few bearers of this gift have been able to control it in full. This merely partial mastery inevitably leads to sudden outbursts of the power that take the form of unpredictable, uncontrollable, and thus extremely dangerous explosions. Okay. Behind the dark legends about the curse of the Elder Blood lies the truth of these tragic cases. For obvious reason, the bearers of the Elder Blood were always subjects of great interest to the world's mighty and to mages alike. The former counted on the truth of Ithlin's prophecy, on an avenger being born who could destroy worlds, and who they could thus use for their purposes. As for the latter being mages, they hoped to harness the magic of Haneker to broaden their own knowledge and powers. Ultimately, however, all these plans were for naught. The Elder Bloodline broke off with the disappearance of the heiress to the Nilfgaardian crown, Cyrilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon. Gosh, I don't remember. I tried to read up everything I could on Ciri. I don't remember it saying anything about her being Emir's daughter. I really don't. Anyway, Introduction to Applied Magic. Oh gosh. Magic is the science of harnessing, subduing, and making use of the power of the elements. It is also an incarnation of chaos, which is why no one without proper training should ever dabble in any of its domains. Expert mages make the magic an art, but the road to virtuosity leads through years of practice, study, and hard work, and requires a considerable amount of required inborn talent. Magic was implanted in our world through the conjunction of the spheres, and was discovered to be a living, changeable, and controllable being shortly thereafter. The name of the first mage, the one who first discovered this talent within himself and grappled with its power, is unknown. We do know, however, that in a relatively short period of time after the discovery of magic, groups began to form in which talented beings could work together on developing their abilities. This period is usually considered the beginning of magic as a science. And these groups, the prototypes of magic schools. The fundamental planes from which one might draw magic power are earth, water, air, and fire. In the tome which you currently hold, each of these will have a separate chapter dedicated to it, ordered according to the level of difficulty and danger associated with the element discussed. Blah blah blah, uninteresting, apparently. The Bear Legend. Hello. The Berserkers do not constitute a separate clan in terms of blood or lineage. They are instead a family forged by warriors who have heard the call of the bear, and answered it by abandoning their loved ones and joining the community of mountain dwellers. Not every man who seeks to join it is accepted into the Brotherhood. The candidates must first pass difficult trials which usually end in their death. Kinda like a Witcher. The last trial is the hardest. It is called the Trial of the Bear's Triumph. But few outside the Brotherhood have ever witnessed it, and none know what those who undergo it must endure. Quite curiously, the inhabitants of Skellige themselves know very little about the Berserkers, or Wildcarts as they call them. They do not like to talk about these man-bears, not with outsiders and not even amongst themselves. It updated my bestiary, did it? The Ladies of the Wood, right, I've got to read that. Whoop. Let's see what that did for me. What? First one's Berserkers. Now finish your soup or a berserker will come and swallow you whole. I mean, kinda just looks like a bear. A grotesque, muscly bear, but a bear. Skellige legends speak of men known as berserkers who transform into bears when overwhelmed by battle rage. In doing so, they lose all self-awareness and are driven by a bloodlust which they must satiate in order to return to human form. Few believe these blood-curdling tales, however, not even in Skellige, where the inhabitants usually treat even the least probable legends with the utmost gravity. This indicates either that berserkers are in fact mere figments of mead-sodden imaginations, or else they have learned to hide their abilities from the rest of the islanders. The Skald's ballads indicate a berserker transformed in the heat of battle cannot be distinguished from a true-born bear. Only minute anatomical details, such as the shape of their tongues and teeth, reveal their secret. Descriptions of their fighting prowess paint them as invulnerable to pain and able to heal any wound received almost at once. If these men-turned-bears truly do exist, one can suppose that, like werewolves and lycanthropes, they are particularly vulnerable to oils that harm cursed creatures. One can suppose. But if we are to give credence to ancient songs about these creatures' deeds, about the mass murders and massacres they have committed, we can only hope that no witcher will have to test this hypothesis. Devil's Puffball, Cursed Oil, Quen, Igni. What is it about Devil's Puffball? Is it just because they're organic creatures that are susceptible to poison? And should not all beast creatures then also be susceptible to Devil's Puffball? Which they're apparently not. Elementa. Oh, hey. Hounds of the Wild Hunt. So that's what an Elementa is. Igni Axi. Baying at the heels of the Wild Hunt are its hounds, fierce beasts which follow it like dust clouds trailing after a comet. Hushed legends speak of them losing their way at times and descending from the night sky to earth, cold and death following in their wake. Born, or so some experts believe, of magic ice crystal, the hounds of the Wild Hunt race alongside their spectral masters. Like ravenous feral dogs, they are capable only of mindlessly attacking whatever crosses their path. Alright. Ladies of the Wood. The gods have abandoned us, the mighty of this earth care not for our fate. Only the ladies of the wood watch over Velen. In foul times, when plague and famine reap their harvest, we must beg the ladies for help. If they see fit, they will hear our pleas and knock back fortune's foul blows. This is how one begs help from the ladies. Find a child, young and innocent, and take it to Crookback Bog. Seek out the lady's shrine, 'tis where the trail of treats begins. Set the child off on the trail, and it shall follow the sweet track and find the good ladies. The child will never want for anything again, for the ladies are kind and generous. Stand before their shrine, pronounce your supplication, and the good ladies will hear, for they see and hear all that takes place in their demesne. If you made the offering as it must be done, your plea shall be heard. Interesting. Read it. Doppler decoction, what? Oh, okay. Find the crones of Crookback Bog. Use your witch's senses to find the shrine that marks the trail of treats. Alright, well, that'll happen next time, because it is late and I'm ready to go to bed. So, I'll hopefully pick this back up again soon, though it's actually not likely because I have a lot of recordings, like a lot of recordings now to get through, get sorted and everything. So I might do that before I start playing again, just so I don't get super severely backed up. Where are we right now? Huh. Obviously I've been there. Wait. Grape shot or dancing star bombs? Here's Midcuffs. Alright. Well, obviously I am down here. Where's the quest? Way over there. Right. I could just come around down here. Maybe that's what I should do. Oh gosh, I need to stop back out of town, right? So I can restock. So yeah, we're probably gonna come up here. forest hut, right? Good gosh, there are so many things here.